R.I.P. to all the real niggas worldwide.
Like, I don't really give a shit about politics. And it allowed me to skate right through life.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to remain level-headed, at peace, calm, assertive, confident, because I noticed that when you're tied up in it, it does something with your emotions. That's what the news is good for. You know what I mean? So that's what I thought about. I was like, yo, you know what? So that's the argument. I don't let the motherfuckers get that much control. Excuse that. That's the first one.
Oh, no. Cursing is out on this episode because when they see the topic. So we gonna fill up that bucket. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way, man. I look at stuff on the news and I look at it and I just make myself aware of it and then I kick it out. It's almost like crossing the street. You know you can get hit, but every time you step off the curb, you're not thinking about it. Oh, am I going to get hit? Am I going to get hit? You walk across the street, but you're aware that you may get hit, and so you do all the stuff that you need to do to make sure you don't. But I'm aware that I could step off the curb at any time and get hit, but I'm not going to sit here and worry about it all the time. You know, I'm not going out. I'm not going out today because this might be the day I step on. Nah. It ain't like that, but like I said, my saying, dude, it's not a problem till it's a problem, yo.
Not a problem till it's a problem.
So I ain't gonna worry about it until it's in front of my face, staring back at me, you know?
Right, no doubt, and that's how I am, man. I'm the same way. So I never dug into the politics and dug deep into it. And to me, you know, have an understanding of what's going on, be informed. You know, do your research, know what's going on. Definitely. I've always been like that. Know what's going on, but don't indulge in so much that you got the chocolate all over your face, all over your mouth. You get caught. You know what I mean? You indulge in it, and it's just like you are in it, man. Somebody walk in the door and see you in that chocolate cake. They like, yo, you was in the mess. And that's what politics can do to you, where it makes a mess. What I want to do is give a shout out to episode 19. I got a lot of feedback for that. You know what I mean? People were like, that was
okay.
Good. You know what I mean? I got a lot of feedback from that. It was like a good argument. The passion that was in it. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely, man. Then another thing I want to do before we introduce, you know, the topic or whatever, I want to go down because we don't do this and we got to. Let me see. Let me go here. Where we at? So we got to make sure we start giving love to our fans and the viewers and subscribers that watch the Real and Unapologetic podcast. They be up on that R&U when it comes out. They catch an episode. They may go back and catch an old episode. They watching us. So we got to thank them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And sitting down, because they could be doing a lot. Yo, there's $1 million shows out, $1 billion shows out. I mean, there's so much, there's information all over, and they sit down and watch us, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do too. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we did all of that.
Yeah, we got to thank the fans, and what I want to do is, thank the viewers, and I wanted to go through just a couple of the comments that we maybe didn't touch. Maybe we could touch that in the beginning, so we'll scratch our rant.
Okay.
And we won't get on nobody or what got on our nerves, but we'll just kind of give love back. All right, so Annette Jones, she said, I seriously live in an alternate universe. I always hear of females acting like that and they're portrayed in the media like that, but my girlfriends, apparently we are cut from a different cloth. I am all for women empowered and promoting positivity, but I just don't really like to hear about women who do that. I feel embarrassed for them. Sorry, that's my 2 cents, just to know that we're not all alike. If I'm compared myself physically, financially, even emotionally to every woman out there, I'd never come out of my house and I'd be insecure as fuck. She had to put that, the AF. I admire women who've achieved things.
Wait, who gets charged for that curse?
They get charged for that curse. That's not us.
They get charged? Okay, all right.
They get that's not our curse. That's not our mom. I admire women who achieve things I've yet to achieve. I also acknowledge that everything is not for me. Yes, Yes, and that. Yes, and that. Yes, and that. Oh, that was from Women Hate on Women More Than Anybody Else. That was from, sorry, Annette. But
okay,
that was for Women Hate on Women More Than Anybody. And I get it. You know what I mean? Annette, you sound like definitely a positive female who's, you know, like you said, you're not insecure. You congratulate women on the, you know, the accolades and their success. And that's what it's all about. Women should not, no different than a man. Women should not hate on other women for no reason. I don't care what. You should always look at that person as a level you want to get to. If they're at a different level, if they're level 3, you be like, yo, I can't wait to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about hating on anybody or just, you know, you're like, oh, she's this and she's that, and look, why she thinks she could wear that. Listen, if she, you know what, let me say this, and I've seen big girls, and I know I mess around with the big back beauties, you know what I mean? And I say that all the time for the big back beauties, but to be real,
you gotta stop calling them that, man. That's
listen, the big back beauties. Listen,
those big beautiful women, man. Big beautiful women.
Big back beauties, baby. Yo, listen, if we ain't gonna be real, you real see, and I'm on Unapologetic Reef, and we can't bullcrap. They got big backs. They don't got a big back. They got a big back. Like if I got a big back, I got a big back. I got broad shoulders.
Some of them got big backs, yo.
Huh?
I said some of them have got big backs, man.
Some of them got the big backs, right?
They be walking around like Tyrannosauruses and arms be like this short.
No. See, I didn't go that deep, yo. I didn't go that deep.
You said we being real, man.
No.
It's just jokes, man. It's just jokes.
But for real, it's all comedy. But for real, when it comes to the big back beauties or BBWs, big beautiful women, yo, honestly, they're the most confident women I've ever seen. You know what?
I agree.
Yo, I was on the plane the other day. 4 women got on, and I'm sure if, just like Annette was saying, she doesn't hate on the other women, but I'm sure if there was some girls in there, they'd be like, who told them to come out like that? I mean, these girls, I was on my way to Miami, and they came out like they were ready for Miami. Man. When they came through that airplane and through the miles, they were ready, man. Yo, it was hanging out. Yeah. The fat was hanging out on the bottom. The spandex was flat in the back, tight. You know what I mean? It just looked like, hey, they came out real. It was like everything was out. They were not insecure. And I'm just like, yo, if you're not insecure, do it. That confidence is in you like that. Like, do it, yo, for real.
Yeah. I mean, yo, look, Lizzo be doing some outrageous shit, but you know what? I admire her confidence, yo. She like, yo, this is me.
Ooh.
This is Lizzo.
Lizzo.
Yeah. You never heard of Lizzo?
Who's that? Some millennial? You with the millennials? You catching up? You staying up with the millennials?
She had a song out there that was playing in the clubs and everybody was dancing to. I can't remember the name offhand, but
Lizzo.
Yeah, you heard it before.
Look, man, probably. But
she went to the Lakers game.
The big girl. She's a big girl.
Yeah, she went to the Lakers game with her ass cheeks out and was dancing and all of that.
No, listen. If you ain't caring and like I said, just like when we were talking about,
it's confidence, man.
Right, the dudes that be one of the midget girls. I know the dudes be out there because I done had me a big back beauty. You know what I'm saying? And nah, yo, she was sexy. I ain't even gonna bullcrap. Like I ain't gonna knock them and hate on them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like. I mean, I had one experience, man. That when I was young. Right there, I should have had the clouds like with the freaking dream and go back to see that. I'm like, oh shoot, some things you don't want to think about. But for real. But to Annette, shout out to you. We appreciate you. Thanks for leaving a comment. Keep watching. Keep leaving comments. When you don't agree with something, when you agree with something, when you like it, when you don't like it, leave a comment. Subscribe. Like the videos. You know what I mean? And we appreciate you, Annette, for your comments. So let me see. We're going to grab somebody else. We can't do it all everybody. We're going to grab somebody else. All right, here we go. Ruby Ann. This was for the Macho Man.
Okay.
A guy who takes care of himself is attractive, but a guy with too much muscles is just that, too much.
Okay.
What you think,
All right.
cuz?
What? I ain't never had.
Is that a guy who takes care of himself is attractive, but a guy with
I'm joking. I'm joking. No, yeah, I mean, dude, like I said, it's at a certain point. You know, if you training for the Mr. Universe contest, I get it, okay. But if you just out here every day and you got muscle on top of muscle on top of muscle, and you still in the gym, I'm like, why? You can't get you can't get no more bigger, man. You can't get bigger.
Yeah,
that's it.
Right. You can't. But you know what they call it? It's a lifestyle.
Look.
And what we talk about, we said it's addiction. So it's a little bit of an addiction mixed with a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, everybody got an addiction, right? I guess that's just gonna have to be theirs. But dude, I like eating chicken skins, but I ain't gonna eat 10 pounds every day.
Right. There's too much of anything is bad for you, like they say.
Yeah, too much, man.
Yeah, you can overdose from too much water. Too much.
Yeah, that's true.
Too much of anything is bad for
you. Right, but that's the point. Too much of anything.
Right.
Too much of anything is no good. Yeah.
Right. So that's what they gotta get a hold of that. So Ruby Ann, we appreciate you. We appreciate your comment. Keep watching, keep liking the videos, keep commenting, keep subscribing. Nobody's getting judged here. It's not about that, man. This is an open source. Like open source. You can add your comment, tell us a topic that you want us to bring up, to kick it. We are like an open source script. Everybody's gonna edit and build this. Everybody's building this platform right here. So we give everybody chime in, jump into it, add a comment. So like I said, we want to hear some topics from the viewers that you would like us to talk about and bring about. You know what I'm saying? To YouTube.
Yeah, man, because from the beginning, we said that we was going to talk about stuff the way that it needs to be talked about. So give us some more topics that y'all want talked about for real. Not the cushy stuff, not the safe stuff. Give us some topics to talk about that need to be talked about for real.
Right. All right. One more comment. This is something that we got to talk about, and this is not a thank you. This is from M Weekly. Are men not ready for the non-toxic woman? This is from episode 17. What was that? Episode 17. I mean, sometimes we've been doing so many episodes I get lost. But episode 17 was what? Women hate more possessive than men?
Yeah, women more possessive than men. Yeah.
All right. So this comment was from M Weekly 21. Are men not ready for the non-toxic women? Are men so used to being in toxic relationships that they leave the good girl on the back burner, aka on the shelf? Ooh. Are we leaving the good women, the good girls that are not toxic on the shelves? Are we leaving them behind because we're so used to it and you're so wrapped up in the poison that when you see the good girl, you're like, oh shoot, that's dangerous. You know what I mean? Yeah. Have you been hypnotized to believe that the poison is actually good for you?
Yeah, because, dude, just like on some of these shows, we say women like the drama. You got some men out there who can't live without the drama, man. And if they feel like they're not getting yelled at by their woman, or their woman's not cussing them out, or their woman's not throwing their shit on the front lawn, she don't love them.
You don't love
them. That's the mentality that they got.
100%.
You know?
So M Weekly 21, we not leaving you behind. We not leaving you on the back on the shelf. It's just the guys that you're choosing are not the right guys. They like toxic women. They like the toxic Avenger. You know what I mean? They don't want the toxic Avenger before he became the toxic Avenger with the little pink tutu on. You know, didn't he have a little pink tutu, guys? He had a little pink tutu, right?
Yep.
For real. Yo, but nah, we're not leaving the women on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? We're not leaving you guys on the shelf either. It's the good girls is actually what men want, regardless of what the dudes will say. Yeah, it's fun for a little while. Let me be real with you. It's fun for a little while. The girl that's a little wild, a little crazy, but when that dude's ready to settle down, he's not choosing her. The attitude and all that. Yeah, you want somebody that can tame you and keep you in line. And you know, if you happen to be a guy that every guy wants to be like, you know, his girl be like, no, you staying in with me tonight, and she's gonna throw on that leather or whatever she gonna throw on for you and come marching out in them hills, and you gonna be like, fellas, I ain't coming out tonight. You know what I mean? So every dude wants that. Every dude wants that. So M Weekly 21, we're not leaving y'all on the back burner on the shelf. Listen, it's just that model that's on the shelf. Let me just break it down like this for you. You look at yourself like this. You're that model that's on the shelf that they can't afford yet. They haven't got to that level yet. So they have to keep choosing the store brand, the white and black box. They got to keep choosing that because the real rice-a-roni is too much.
Yeah,
you know
and still got to eat the cereal that come in the bag.
They want to bust it open so it goes all over the place. You want to have to sweep it up and then put it in their bowl. You know, so hey. But yeah. So we're not leaving y'all on the shelf. So, you know, you guys are not on the back burner. Definitely not. Welcome to another episode of the Real and Unapologetic podcast, now also called R&U. I actually like that better. R&U, the R&U.
R&U.
You know what I'm saying? With Real C and Unapologetic Reef, you know, and this topic today is about the history of curse words.
Yeah, since people been leaving those comments about the cursing, and we kind of toned it down, but we need to get into it because sometimes I feel like I'm holding myself back by not putting in a fuck it or something in there sometimes.
Right. I don't feel like I can't penetrate, and is that the word, like, or stimulate the mind the same way that I would if I didn't cuss. I just feel that it gives that little oomph that. But just think about it. I'm gonna show you. We're going to reenact. I'm gonna do a little acting, little Denzel for y'all right now. I'm tired of this stuff. You know, that's really the lame. You know, if he said that to you ladies, like, and I'm tired of this stuff. You really not gonna. You gonna be like, listen, you're gonna keep yelling at him. Mm-hmm. But if he was like, look, I'm tired of this shit. I done had enough of this shit.
You can tell somebody, yo, get out my face. Dude, get out my face. Yo, I said get out my face. Now, a dude can tell you that all day. But then when a guy goes, yo, you better stay the fuck out my face. You know he really mean that shit. Right, you might have to start thinking. So, I mean, we kind of jumped ahead, but yeah, I think sometimes cursing is necessary. It gives that little oomph. You know, it gives that little oomph. Yeah, I mean, like you said, when you add a curse to it, there's no other word right there that's going to emphasize it like that. Right. You know what you supposed to see? Golly gee willikers. Come on, that's not going to work. Come on.
Sometimes I'll be like, what the freak, man? You know, I'll say that way, what the freak or whatever. You know.
Yeah, but that's all semantics, Reef.
I know.
That's all semantics.
I do it sometimes.
When you say what the freak, I know you meant what the fuck. That's the first. That still pops in my mind. To me, it's like you still saying it.
Even with your kids, when they say, what's the one that kids always say? HEL hockey sticks or something crazy.
Oh yeah, HE double hockey sticks or something like that.
Yeah. I'm not doing all that. That's too many freaking things I got to say. By the time I say that, I might as well say hell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why just a different word is going to change the way, or whether or not it's a curse? I still know what you meant. I still know you trying to. If you say get the flock out of here, I know you saying get the fuck out of here. So what's the difference?
Well,
it don't mean nothing different.
The cussing, as far as, you know, just even avoiding all of them and just using other vocabulary words. That's it. So instead of saying get the F out of here, you would say, man, you better go somewhere with that. Or take yourself.
But see, that changes.
Yeah, take yourself elsewhere.
So you asking me to be polite when politeness is not necessary. When you ask me to be polite when I'm not in a polite mood, you done did something to piss me off, to, like my man say, to the highest of passivity, and I gotta still be polite to you? Yeah, fuck that.
But listen, and that's the thing, man. Do we have to cuss? Do we have to cuss? Do you think we have to cuss?
I think it's necessary.
In general. Huh?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, sometimes you need that extra emphasis to let somebody know, especially if you're the type of person that doesn't that hardly curses. So when that person that hardly curses, when they curse, you know they serious. They up to here right now. You know, if they go about most of their day, most of their life not cursing and using the right words all the time, and you do something that gets and they curse, you know, okay, yeah, I think that's enough.
Let me ask you this, see? You know the history behind motherfucking shit, and
I mean, we could go on. There's so many curse words, but I just picked two of the common ones. Right. All right, like now motherfucker. Everybody says that. Like, what was that joint Bernie Mac had where he broke down the word motherfucker? That's one of the funniest joints ever. Right. Yeah, I mean, okay, number one, just think about what that means. Okay? That's somebody fucking their mother.
Their mother.
Okay, that's probably got to be one of the lowest insults ever.
Insults, right. Definitely.
But it's been used so much that it's lost its power. What a lot of people don't know is that the word motherfucker also has its roots in slavery. We were property, okay? Yeah, just like you got two dogs, you got two pit bulls that are vicious, and you want another vicious one, you're going to make sure those two mate. Okay, so that's what happened back in the day. This my black bitch over here done had a kid with this buck. I'll sell him to you, and you raise them, and maybe I'll buy him back from you later. 16 years later, that kid comes back. He's a young strapping dude, and she's the best cotton picker on the plantation. Guess what? They don't even know each other. But that's why I say the word has its roots in slavery also, because like I said, we were bred, and they didn't care who bred what. If it was your son who was the biggest buck on the plantation, and you was his mama, and you could still have kids, guess what the master was doing? Guess what the master forced you to do?
Yeah, you was fucking.
And sometimes, like I said, you didn't even know. Right. So back then, whether people know it or not, the word motherfucker amongst blacks was worse than being called a nigger. It was worse than being called a nigger. Because, I mean, could you, I can't even imagine that. Okay, my mother had me, I don't know her, but then I come back on a plantation after being sold again, and then you mate me with my mother.
Right, Joe, that's ill.
So that you can get more yield out of your slave for picking cotton or tobacco or whatever.
That's ill.
That word was worse than being called a nigger.
Why do you still say it knowing that?
Well, you know what? I have cut it out a lot. Okay, I used to say it, or I used to be one of them cats back in the day where everything was motherfucker. And you know what? I kind of rationalized that the same way nigga with an A at the end is different from nigga. So I don't say motherfucker. I say motherfucker, or whatever.
Right, motherfucker.
You know, so, or motherfucker, whatever. But yeah, it kind of gets away. But yeah, I think about it sometime when I say, I'll be like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. Especially since I know now, you know, where the roots come from, you know. Right. But a lot of stuff is, I mean, why do people curse anyway? I mean, if you want to look at it like that, we still say the word nigga. You know, it's almost like it's...
No, it's still there. I mean, it's in all the songs, all the music that we listen to, and, you know, and our kids listen to us, and every song, it's still being said, but like you said, it's buttered down to not be as devilish, and evil just by saying you my nigga.
Yeah,
not nigger, you know what I'm saying? You my nigga, and the same thing with motherfucker. Is mother, you know, that's my motherfucker. And you're not saying mother, you're saying mother. That's my motherfucker. You know, so you're not really saying motherfucker. You know, but yo, listen. So
but I bet a lot of listeners are going to think about it now when they get
definitely
that word. If they didn't know that it had those kind of connotations, they going to think about it now. Next time they get ready to say it. You know?
What about the word shit?
Well, shit
Where
is
does that
actually
derive from?
shit is actually boring. You know, it goes all the way back to the Nordic times. They had words like shika, which actually meant shit, and it just over time it just
Like actual
translated.
feces you talking about?
Huh? Yeah, actual feces.
Right.
So over time, it just translated, to different languages and developed to shit over time. And like I said, shit is actually boring. But like I said, I took the two
Because I take
ones
a
we
shit
use the
all
most.
I take a shit twice, 2 shits a day. You know what I mean? And that's not. I'm not cussing. I'm taking 2 shits.
Right, yeah.
You know, if you be like, yo, cuz, what you getting ready to do? I'm going to take a shit.
That's
That's
right.
what's coming out is shit. You know what I mean? So it's not a cuss word to me. It just means when I say I got to take a shit, I really got to shit.
Exactly. I mean,
yeah, it just means I really got to go. I had that number 2 at McDonald's or that number 4 with the 2 double cheeseburgers or something like that. And that joint come right out with a chocolate shake. It ain't staying.
Oh, that's it. That's it,
That's
dude.
a wrap. You get that
chocolate. You might as well eat that on the toilet, man.
For real. It's like, that ain't staying in your ass. That's coming right out. That's like a laxative. That whole meal right there, number 4. Let me get that. Let me get the number 4 and be like, yo, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's coming right out. So yeah, shit can be argued. It can be,
I mean, especially since the roots really meant shit. I mean, it just transformed over time,
Right. Wow. I mean, yeah. So that's, women. Let me say. I know it always seems like we on the women all day long on here. I've seen you guys call men the worst things in the world. Bitch ass nigga came from females. You know what I mean? They have glorified that word and used it numerously to every ex and guy that they've dated. You know what I mean? The other word that they use a lot is piece of shit. That is a horrible cuss word, ladies. You guys use the worst words when guys cuss, it's like, oh, shit. Yo, what happened? I forgot that shit back at the house. What the fuck? We say it as in, we emphasize what's going on. It's like putting an exclamation point on the end of our whatever it is. But women, you guys dig deep into it, because I've never called a man or a woman a piece of shit. I've never said that. I've never used that term, and I'm being honest. You piece of shit.
Right, but that goes back to what we were talking about. Remember how we said that men argue about what's going on and men argue about the problem, but women always make it personal. They got to attack you on some personal level.
Right. So the thing is, if we're going to clear up cuss words, we need to go down and if we're going to take them all out, take them out, right? And we got to take all these cuss words out of women's mouths. They need to get rid of those, because those are, women use these things, man. And it's I've seen women call dudes that, and I'd be like, that dude's gonna strangle her. You know what I mean? Because there's some things that they use, like, I don't think you should ever call a man a bitch. As a woman, I'm just being real. Just don't do it. That's the wrong thing to do right there. And I get it. You guys get so angry, and that's another thing, like we always talk about, and I think we're gonna have another episode 4. We're gonna revisit that, emotions. I think we probably visited maybe 3 times since we started the R&U podcast. Emotions, man. Women, that's who gotta stop cussing, because you guys create new words. You guys are like white folks when y'all create your words. Like white people be like,
you fucking cocksucker.
Yeah, you fuck that shit
like that.
Cocksuckers, white folks love that shit. Like I said, it's always.
The women are going to come back, because you said we got to take the curse words out the women's mouth. They're going to say,
we got to take them out, man, because you guys are creating things that are just, listen, it's awful. And that's the word I'm going to use, because.
Let me ask you this. I mean, we've all argued with our spouses, our loved ones, our girlfriends, whatever. I can honestly say that I've never cursed at them.
And any female that have ever argued with me, that has argued, and if we got there, and there's probably 2 that can probably say that, they know it got to a point is because of their actions. I'm never called a woman that is like a female dog or to just be mean and evil, but it's just like, and I'm like, why are you acting like such a bitch? You know, and when I use that word, and the definition of bitch to me is just a mean and angry, vindictive person. That's the definition. When I see bitch, that's what I see. Mean, angry, vindictive. You know what I mean? Okay. So whatever it is, if she's outside and her guy's house or whatever, and she destroying his car, breaking the glass, breaking the windows, cutting the tires, marking it up, painting on it and all kind of stuff, that's a bitch. I look at cussing like this. If you're not in your emotions about it and you ask somebody and they're just being like this and you're like, yo, why are you being such a bitch right now? And you're not in your emotions and calling her that, but you're just like, yo, just really like, you see what she's doing and it's something, you know what I'm saying, that she's just doing. And women are very, you know, catty and emote in their emotions, and they do a lot of things. So like I said, I've seen that before. So that's why I think a man would say something in her actions. And speaking of her actions, now just to outright run around calling her that and being mean and nasty, no. You know, any words that I've ever said to anybody, I've always, anything, you know, like even my mother, man, I've never cussed at my mother ever in my life. I would probably be dead. But, you know, even when it comes to my mother, me raising my tone, if I raise my tone and it gets, you know, I'm like, Ma, I call back. And I'll be like, Ma, I didn't mean to raise my tone or whatever, because I don't believe in that. Even if, like, in relationships, I've always apologized. Man, I remember one time, you know, me and my ex of mine, we had a real deep argument. And like 4 years later, man, we were broke up and all this. But 4 years later, I'm in my backyard and I called her out the blue. I was like, yo, you know, I'm sorry for that argument we had years ago, man. I didn't mean to say any of that stuff. And I apologize. I just think this is how I look at it, man. Cuss words, when it's not emotional, it's cool. When it's not emotional, you guys are having fun. And you're just like, yo, you fucking crazy. Yo, you fucking crazy. And y'all are just having fun laughing between the fellas or between the ladies. But I think it's poisonous when you use it against people and at people, you know what I mean? Outwardly, just to offend them. I think it tears them apart. And I think with cuss words, when you say mean things, you got to think of it. And I tell people like this: you got a person, and every time you say something to them, you stick a hole into them. And then when you pull that out, you say sorry, but the hole is still in them. So at the end, after you said all these 600 negative things to this person, yeah, you said sorry, you apologize, but they still have all those holes in them. They're still damaged. You know what I'm saying? They still are like, you know, they look like some Swiss cheese, like literally just holes. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the negative things you say to them. So me, I've learned either don't say something, get off the phone, walk away from that person, leave the house, get in your car, go for a drive. If that's what you need, go for a drive. So you're not saying those negative cuss words to a person and putting them down or saying things that you can't take back.
Yeah.
Fight fair, man. Don't say something you can't.
That's what I'm talking about when I say fight about the topic that's under discussion.
Right.
Fight about what you're disagreeing about.
Right.
Don't take it personal. You know, don't make the argument personal. You know, right. And again, a lot of this stems from. I know we kind of got off the topic for a minute.
We you know how we give solutions and stuff. See, this is
Oh no, but I was just going to throw in that a lot of this is about, like, part of the title of our show, keeping it real. You got to keep it real in your relationship. Don't if your partner is doing something.
That's a friendship, family members, any relationship.
Yeah, any relationship. But if somebody does something to piss you off, don't hold that in. Let them know then. Right. Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up holding it. Then something else is going to get put on top of that. They're going to do something else or say something else. Then something else is going to get put on top of it. Then the next thing you know, you're going to be like, hey, can you hand me that quarter off the floor, please? What the fuck you asking me to get the quarter off the floor for? Why? You bitch ass nigga. I don't want to. I'm always doing shit.
Right.
Yo, don't let that shit build up.
It's
Just
that straw that broke the camel's back. But for real. But yo, who determined what words are curses?
yeah, that's what I wanted to know. I'm hoping some of our viewers will write in and say, because I'm saying what's offensive to one person may not be offensive to another person, even though it might be registered or as a curse word or whatever. But it might not be offensive to that person. So I think it all depends on who you speaking to. Because I could say a word, I could make up a fucking word like Gazornaplatz. Fuck, from now on, I'm gonna say, instead of saying shit, I'm gonna go say Gazornaplatz. Yo, that who determines what's a curse word? From now on, Gazornaplatz is a curse word. All of y'all listening on Real and Unapologetic, Gazornaplatz is the new word for shit. Okay, I'm going to take a Gazornaplatz after this podcast. Right? But I'm saying, who determines that, man?
So whoever started offending people with cuss words is the person we need to check. Because that's what happened. It was like, because if a motherfucker, if you walked in a room and somebody's fucking their mother and you like, that's a motherfucker. That's what they are, literally. So you're not offending them. That's what you saw. You know what I mean? Or if like you said, you're in slavery, if that's what they were doing, that's what it was. So then when you're in your emotions and somebody says something to you and the first thing you reach for is, you are a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or you be like, you motherfucker. You're offending them. You're saying it to be offensive. You know what I'm saying? So I think those that determine what curse words are, I say cuss words, because to me, curse words and cuss words are two different things. Cuss words are cussing, like shit, fuck, asshole, piece of shit, motherfucker. You know what I mean? None of those count with a digital coin jar. That was like $6. But when it comes down to curse words, a curse word to me is, I hope you die. That is a curse word.
The old gypsy woman putting a curse on you, raising the fingers at you.
Yeah, to put a curse on you. So that's what I think a curse word is. To curse somebody. That's how I see it. I don't see it though. I see cuss words as cussing, like fuck, shit. Like I said, cursing is cursing somebody. I hope you die. You'll never make it. That kind of stuff that's also evil, man. So we have to stop the people who are being vindictive and offending people purposely, and never mind these cuss words. We got to get back to the code. Never mind. Don't be offended by the cuss words. Be offended by your actions. Do I agree that cuss words are necessary? Yes.
And like you said, if it's done in fun, because look, when I was raising my kids, I hardly ever cursed in front of them. Hardly ever. I curse.
Why do you say curse? Why do you say curse? Because that I get that. I disagree with curse.
With the curse and cuss.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's just I guess my mom always used to call them curse words. Stop cursing. I don't want to hear you cursing. I don't want to hear no cursing.
Right. So, and that's what I heard growing up. But then I realized I'm not cursing nobody. You know what I'm saying? When they be like, you curse that person out. No, you cuss them out. But to curse somebody, like I said, the actual word curse.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I curse so little in front of them that even today, my kids are 21 and almost 23 now, and if I curse now in front of them, they think that shit is hilarious, yo. They still crack up, but like I said, it's never done out of hate. It's never done out to hurt anybody. But if I'm joking around and saying, or even if I, like you said, you stub your toe and I'm in the kitchen or something and I walk past and stub my toe, I go, motherfucker, they just on the floor rolling. Because I never really cursed in front of them. So yeah, you know what, like you said, it all depends on the context you're using. If you cursing to hurt, then no, that's got to stop. But if it's all fun and games, it's the little exclamation point at the end of the sentence, I don't see where the harm is.
All right, so what do you think about hip hop lyrics and cuss words?
I think they're harmful. you know,
they're harmful?
Because like I said, it depends on how the words are being used. You know, if you rapping about a rival rapper and you calling him out his name and calling him a bitch ass nigga or a pussy and all that stuff, that's not out of fun. You doing that to try and destroy the guy's reputation or to pump yourself up or whatever.
Right. Okay.
And it's done with mean intentions.
So
you know,
you listen to Young MC.
Young MC. You know I ain't into these. I have no idea who that is.
The days I'm messing with you guys. Young
MC,
remember Young MC, guys?
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember now.
Remember Young MC back in the days? Like, song, man. Oh man, I'm messing with you. That's why I said that, because you was like, it's harmful. So Young MC, I don't think he cussed either. I don't think he cussed in the song. It was like Father, remember Father? Oh yeah, this one right here.
Okay, yeah. Yo, everybody is not a gangster, yo.
Yeah, everybody's not a gangster.
Every rap song now is about this gangster life that 9 times out of 10 is false. These cats ain't really gangsters. They think they gangsters, but they not real gangsters. And it's they always got to have a beef with somebody. It's like that's the only way they can sell records now. Well, I got to create a beef with somebody.
That helps build the image.
Huh?
That helps build the image.
Yeah.
You know,
but all it's doing is selling records. So you destroying another black man to bring yourself up. You destroying another black man to make some paper. That's a problem to me. Because your record.
I disagree a little bit, because in business destroy each other all the time. Yo, Colgate will do a commercial about Crest. You know what I mean? And they'll take a jab at Crest, or you'll have Ford do a commercial and dog out Dodge Ram. This is a competitive. It's business.
It's competitive, but I'm just saying, especially amongst our own people, we got enough problems. Why we got to constantly be bringing ourselves down and tearing into another black man?
You know why?
Why?
It's hip hop, the hip hop industry, and that's what it was. It was like, if you not dissing him and somebody come at you, Drake come at Lil Yachty, you have to defend your reputation, or that's somebody coming to take your place. So it's like Ford builds a truck. All right, for instance, perfect example, Cybertruck. They dragged the Ford all across the road, you know what I'm saying, in a Cybertruck. Then they did it in a Tesla, regular Tesla. They pulled the Ford, but it was the smallest Ford engine, you know what I mean?
Right.
Still did it to sell their truck. So it's no different than DMX going at Jay-Z, or Jay-Z going at Nas. You know what I'm saying? Ian Nas going at Jay-Z and Ether. I don't think they're trying to destroy. I think it's business. You know what I'm saying? I think it's some professionalism in it. It's just the because it's blacks, it looks bad because they're cussing at each other, talking about that dude like, I fucked your baby mama. Like, Pac was the most. I didn't think cats want to battle Pac, because Pac is raw. You know what I mean? Pac would be like, I fucked your mama and I fucked your wife. Pac could be on some shit. You'd be like, oh, I'd have had your daughter suck my dick on the light. You know what I'm saying? Pac could be some shit. And you'd be like, damn, Pac.
But why do we have to be feud? Okay, rock back in the day. Name off the top of your head one rock band who had a feud with another rock band.
I wasn't into that shit, so I can't tell.
But you would have heard about it if it was big. You could walk up to you could walk up to any. I guarantee you could walk up to any. You could walk up to the whitest white man out there and he know about the feud between Pac and Biggie. But we can't name a feud between between two rock groups back in the day.
Let me tell you something. See, there you go, cuz with that. It's because whites hide their shit. It's that thing I told you. They take their business home, their arguments home, and they argue amongst themselves. The only time you see white folks, let me tell you, the only time you see two white folks argue amongst each other and put it in front of us for everybody to see in the public is when they have they bullshit debates for the presidency because they're trying to win over us. But when it comes to other shit, they be hiding their shit. The thing is, there was rock shit that went on. We just didn't hear about Kiss smacking the shit out of Aerosmith.
But that's the point I'm trying to make, cuz I'm saying if it's about business, then both sides, if I come up to you and I'll be like, yo, Reap, everybody see us, everybody see how we cool with each other on Real and Unapologetic. Yo, let's come out on this with a show where we just argue all day long and just come at each other hard because it'll attract viewers or whatever.
That's what Joe Budden.
But I'm saying, but we know it's business. We don't let it. These rappers today let that shit carry over into their personal life and into the streets. I understand what you're saying about Ford and Chevy and Tesla and all of that, but I ain't never seen Ford come out and put a bullet in Chevy. Okay, I ain't never seen.
I think you taking it to the. You combining.
If all I'm saying is if it's about business, then let it stay about business. Y'all sit down at the table and be like, yo, I'm going to come at you hard on this record. You come back at me hard. It's going to sell more records. We can make a dope video together and boom, it's about business. We both going to be getting our paper. But now, cats, you say something about this cat on one song, he going to be like, yo, where that? I heard that motherfucker's in my town. Yo, let's get 20 niggas. Let's roll up on them in the club and put some. Come on. Come on.
So what you're doing is you're combining the two. You're saying we were made and created this way. Every day, this is why I'm on the Real and Unapologetic. Every week, I'll jump into talking about emotions is because I try to keep my people out of their emotions. They'll tell me, oh, Reef, it ain't that easy, this and this. It's like, yeah, turn them off. You are killing yourself. You're hurting your people. You're ruining this person. I see women do it all the time. I see men do it though. They'll dog out their ex-girl. They'll dog out their baby father. They'll dog out their baby mother. They'll do it. They got beefs within the home and they don't take it on the side. Take it on the side. They get in that courtroom and allow the courts to destroy that person. Now that's your kid over there that person has to see. Yo, this is what we do. And the reason why we do it is because we are put into our emotions every day on the television. It tells your vision. It tells you what to see. Like, yo, this is how you have to be emotional. What they're doing, they're changing the game on everything. Every time you see a TikTok or video on IG or anything, YouTube, it's some emotional shit. Toxic positivity. What the hell is that? That's an oxymoron. You cannot toxic positivity. That's canceling each other out. There's no such thing. Oh yeah, but it's toxic positivity. This and this. It's like, look, this is what they've been doing, and this is why we're in the last place in this human race. Like Amazing Race, this human race, we're in last place because we do not get out of our emotion. I love bringing CJ on, but he's a very passionate, emotional guy. Real talk. Mm-hmm. And his emotions. And listen, I love him. I love that. I love it. But these millennials are very emotional. They're very emotional. You have to get out of that. You will not win being in your emotions. You got to pull, and that's what I'm doing is pull that shit back and be like, all right, look, strategy is the way to win, being strategic. So like you said, rappers, why they do it? You're right. They shouldn't have, I agree with you, see? All that beef, taking into the streets, killing that dude, that don't really make your rep bigger. You just killed the dude, now you go to jail. You just lost, he lost his rep, you lost your rep.
Yeah, we lost two soldiers now.
Two soldiers now, right. And then nobody wins. So yeah, to me, that's right. Stop. Take it to back in the days.
Take it to the fucking boardroom. That's
take it to the goddamn. You don't like that dude that bad? Put these up and y'all can fight and win another day. You know what I'm saying? You can live another day and you can make another track the next day. Get in the street.
I disagree, man. With these millennials, the worst thing that can happen is for them to get embarrassed. Oh, that was too embarrassing for me, so now I got to shoot you.
See.
Come on, man. Yo, dude, Reef, you don't know how much this irks me, man. Cats, you watch the NBA sometime, man?
Yeah.
No, yo. Cats is pulling back off of defense because they don't want to get dunked on. They don't want to be posterized. It's too embarrassing. What kind of shit is it? Why are you on the fucking court then?
Yeah,
if a nigga's trying to dunk on me, I'm going up with him. Either he going to dunk on me or I'm going to foul the shit out of him.
I'm not seeing the big picture. It's the emotions that are here that are put. These guys are pussyfooting around because of the emotions. This is the reason why we're listen, and I refuse. I know people. That's why I took on. You could have been Unapologetic C, but I took on Unapologetic Reef because I took the name on other because we could have been real. We could have however we wanted to do it. But the reason why I was like, I'll be Unapologetic Reef because I am very unapologetic when it comes to how I feel. I don't have to be unapologetic to live in a happy life. I don't have to be unapologetic to things I say that I believe. I stand on that. Cats are in their emotions.
I agree.
They're girls. So the reason why you got rappers going and fight toe to toe. That's what we used to do back in the day. Fight toe to toe. That way, at the end of the day, you might get your ass beat. Dad teaches you something. Yo, I need to learn to scrap. I need to get nicer. I mean, you got to fight a couple more cats until you learn. You know what I'm saying? Go to the gym. Do whatever you got to do. Shadow box. But you go pull a weapon on a dude, your rep to me is gone. Because to me, you took that dude out because you don't want to face him ever again.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see my enemy every day. The reason why I'm on R&U every day, because my enemies, I know they come through and glance. Mm-hmm. I know they're going to come through and glance. Even when they don't want to, I know they're going to check it out and go, what he talking about right now? I can't stand his ass. Guess what? They still paying attention. They still showing, getting a view. It adds another view. So whether you boo for R&U or whether you root for it, you're still acknowledging us. So the thing is, what I'm saying is that that's the way you do it. You take that beef, boom, you go, you know what? If you really don't like,
you know what, that should be the new shit. Since everybody's fighting everybody now, put it in the ring. You find people who sponsor that. You'll find people who promote that. Like this, what's this YouTuber guy that's going around starting shit with Mayweather? What's his name? He want to fight Mayweather. I can't remember. What's his name? It's some kid. He snatched off Mayweather's hat the other day, yo.
The snatching his hat off and all that.
Yeah, I know that's a publicity stunt, but yo, they make my thing is
like that. When have you ever seen Mayweather have his hair looking like that? Come on, man. Come on, see?
That's why he had the hat on. That's why he had the hat on that day.
See, come on, y'all be falling into the trap. It's like, that's one.
No, but but believe me, I know that's all promotion and everything. But I'm saying, why can't rappers do the same thing instead of taking the shit out for real?
But Pac did that. Let me tell you something. What happened? Let me tell you what happened.
No, I'm not talking about our time. I'm talking about these cats now. These cats now, yo.
Guess what? You got the federal agents and working with the A&Rs. The feds listen to all of Martin Luther King.
If I was a cop, I would listen to it too, because these cats be ratting on themselves.
Right. So what I'm saying is, no, you're right. So what I'm saying to you is that's why they let them do that, because they kill themselves. So that's why they tell them to push that kind of music out, because that's what's killing us. So if we continue to keep doing the same thing, instead of somebody saying, look, the OGs, and this is what I'm talking about. See, the OGs are not really doing their job. I'm gonna tell a story. Back when I used to in the street, I don't want to put too much out there. Me and my boys downtown, we in a sneaker store, Foot Locker, going to cop some sneakers or whatever. There's a little kid in there, about 13. My boy like to go look at these sneakers, and I think he like stepped on the kid's sneaker. The kid literally said out his mouth, young little kid, these niggas gonna have me shoot him in here. So me and my boy laughed. Yeah, this is what they said. We and my boy laughed. So we go outside. After we copped our sneakers, we go outside. We outside. They come out. So we seen him. And we go, shorty, come here. We said, look, all that stuff you doing, all that talking about killing, all that, come out here. You come out and get some money with us. That's what this is about. Come make some money with us. Come out. All that killing and all that, you're going to end your life right there. We was OGs. We were schooling them because he don't know no better. He think he got to build a rep and earn. You don't earn respect by killing a dude, like real shit. Like, yeah, to like 3-4 people, but your life is gone. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, and I get where they come from. Like, yo, you got to think. Like, I've been in certain areas back in the day, yo, when I look back now and I'm like, yo, I hung out right there. Like, I'll be like, yo, I was crazy. Some of these kids, yo, they hungry. That's why I said some of these kids that be in the street, that be fronting, they don't really know what it's like. These kids, they really homeless. They really hungry. They'll really murk you because they serious about that stuff. They serious about that thug life. They serious about robbing. They ain't rapping about it. They like, dude, you singing my rap song. So when I see you, I want to see if you made of that. And I'm always going to say this. We're responsible. We're the ones that need to be saying, yo, tighten that up. Like, come on, man. You can't be doing that, shorty. Like, that's not your bit. That's not the move you make. There's so many other ways to make money and to get bread, to get ahead and get a reputation. And it's not, people be like, yo, to me, what the fucking defines lame? Like, who said, yo, this way is the lame? No. So you telling me Elon Musk is lame, worth 200 billion? He's lame because he decides to sit there and read books, boom, and bills and got all kind of machines. He's lame? Oh, so keeping your rep, being hard, and being broke is real.
It's more important.
It's real. That's real. Nah, get the fuck out of here, man. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. This is the stuff that we have driven ourselves crazy and we have screwed ourselves up mentally believing the bullshit. So people actually walk outside and be like, yo, let me get my shit. Yo, I'm real, yo. I'm real. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I ain't gonna get out the hood. I'm always in the hood, yo. Hood till I die, son. I'm gonna be out here all day, yo. Huh? Yo, listen, I get it. You want to keep a reputation, but I ain't talking about getting money. I'm talking about building wealth. There's a difference. Money and wealth,
I agree.
Are different things. You cannot build wealth off of running in the streets and wilding out and keeping and staying in the hood. The only way he's building wealth in the empire is because he separated himself from the streets. You can't stay connected to, meaning you can be in touch. It's a difference with staying connected and being in touch. When I tell somebody, yo, we stay in touch, that doesn't mean you're going to connect all the time. That don't mean that I'm going to come to the block and hang on the corner and get arrested, motherfucker, that night. My time is too valuable to go spend 12 hours until somebody come get me out or I got the money and I got the bail money. Nah, I don't got time for that shit. That's real to me. Being real, letting you know, like, I'm not doing that shit. That's real. I see you later. You want to stay out there? I'm real because I'm telling you I'm out. I'm bound. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. So, like I said, cuz, what's real, what's fake, it's like that song that Swiss had. Who's phony? Who's fake? You know what I'm saying? All that, like. So at the end of the day, cuz, like we saying, who defines what's a cuss word? Who defines what's real? Who's fake? Who defines any of this stuff? My thing is, stay out of your emotions. And I always say this on a real and unapologetic podcast. Stay out of your emotions and keep it real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the only person you need to be real with. You know what I'm saying? And stop all that. I try to freaking plug this power in. Yeah, because it's battery, yo. We be doing this joint. I didn't even charge it. What we got? We got 9%. We good. Yo, so this is what's real. The Real and Unapologetic podcast. This is what's real. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in the hood. We grew up in the city. We grew up right in the middle of everything. I done seen cats get shot in their head, brains blowing out in front of me. Do I want to see that ever fucking again? No, I don't. I don't give a crap about that. You want to think I want that in my brain again? That make me real because I seen it 30 times? No, that make me go fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? That makes me traumatized. Come on, man. like I said, OGs got to start really talking and kicking it with these cats, man, teaching them a better way and showing them a better way because they lost. What's the plug of the day? The real review with C. What we got on the plug today?
Now I told y'all before, I used to sell cars, and then I ended up being like a sales manager and stuff. And I was thinking the other day, man. Seriously, the car business is crazy, yo. And especially in the back, when you take your car into the dealer, they be taking advantage of people, man.
Oh yeah,
seriously, yeah. They take advantage. But this might ease some people's fear and stuff when they go into the mechanic. That check engine light come on, yo. I'm gonna tell y'all like this: when your check engine light comes on, okay. It could be anything, but automatically people see the check engine light and they automatically think the worst. Okay, your check engine light can come on and you just need a new seal on your gas tank. All right, when you open it up, the seal is a little worn. That's going to set off one of the sensors. It could be an oxygen sensor underneath the car, but you see that check engine light, you automatically think it's the worst, and they know that when you walk in.
The fuel cap could not be tight. It could be the fuel cap.
Yeah, it could be anything. Right. But people are so programmed, it's the check engine light there. That's $800 right off. That's the first thing they think. But look, I just want y'all to know that there are devices out there. They call OBD tools, which stands for onboard diagnostics. This way you can go into the dealership with some type of confidence now. All right, they got different models. Depends on
connect to your Bluetooth too.
Yeah. So you can go into the dealership when something go wrong to your car. You can go in knowing exactly what's wrong. All right, because I'll be honest, man. They used to at the dealership I was at, man. They used to take advantage, man. Women walking in there, dude. I used to hear cats say shit like, your zits frac on your thrombambulator. Yeah, that's bad. So that's like about a 6-hour job. So it's going to take us some time in the parts. It's pretty, they be taking advantage, man. Yeah. So get yourself one of these ODB tools or OBD tools. They on Amazon.
Bastard device.
The
old dirty bastard, ODB.
Yeah, and you just plug it in. There's a slot in your car. You plug it in, and it'll bring up the codes. And then you can some of them come with a code book. Some of them you can go online and look up the code. It'll tell you exactly, your oxygen sensor is bad. And it'll even tell you how much the job should cost. So when you go in there.
Right, but this is the one I got, that Innova joint you're going to talk about, right?
Yeah. Yep. So it's called the Innova. It's called the Innova Car Scan Advisor. Yeah. So you can go in, it'll pull up the codes, tell you exactly what's wrong. So when you go in there, you can go in there and say, hey, I need my oxygen sensor replaced. And I know that's an hour job and the part only costs $49. So he can't tell you some crazy shit.
Right, yep, with my scanner, I got the Innova. What it does is connect to my phone, you plug it in, it connects to my phone. It's Bluetooth as well, so it spits everything out on my phone right here. It'll tell me the part. It'll give me the code back. So say it's like a 04401 code. It'll tell me exactly what, and then I can pull it up in my joint on the Innova. It'll take me to like AutoZone, and it'll show me what the part is cost and all that. Nah, it's deep, man. And you spend about let's spend like $75 for that joint. I'm good.
Yeah.
50, and you good. They cost somebody $50.
Yeah, so they got some on there for $20, but like I said, the features are different. Some of them are really more diagnostic. Some of them you can even cancel the code. If it's a job, you can cancel.
Cancel the code.
You can go in there and cancel the code, so you don't have to go to the dealer to get it reset. Save you a ton of money. You can go in there with some confidence. Go in there with some confidence. Say, look, I know what's wrong.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. So what are we going into what we got going on the Real Take?
I just want like you brought it up earlier today with them ripping them videos and stuff about the magnets sticking to people's arms after the. I'm saying, and let's keep it real. I'm gonna be real brief with this. It's not the vaccine that people don't trust. It's not the vaccine that people
it's not
don't trust the government. People don't trust people don't trust the government and the people running this shit. That's where the trust is lost. People, it's not just the vaccine, it's everything. You know? And this country has a reputation for fucking people over. So yeah, you know what? Some now, especially with the internet and everybody having access to cameras and people videotaping shit, yo, it's not the vaccine that people don't trust. It's the system that the people don't trust, and that shit is gonna start boiling over, yo. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say on that, man.
All right. I'm thinking because I had to think ahead now, and I'm like, all right, the real ID thing is coming. By 2023, you know, everybody's gonna have to have the real ID or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is a real ID, dude? But did I have a fake ID the whole fucking time? So when I was giving the cop my license and I got pulled over, I should have said, yo, this is my fake ID. Like, this is not the real ID. Like, now all of a sudden it's a real ID. Like, America, stop fucking with the people. And see, this is why I tell you, I'm not caught up in this shit. I know I'm here with all of y'all. I live here and shit. Y'all see me. Y'all like, Reef is doing this shit, but trust me, I do not be caught up in this shit. Yo, America has everybody fucked up, yo. Like, so what the fuck is a real ID? What is that? I mean, serious. Did I have a fake one before? Like, my shit right now is a fake. What the fuck? Now I gotta.
They passing it. They basically passing it off that if you are in possession of this ID, that the government and the police enforcement agencies have done their thorough due diligence on you, and you are the person on this ID, and this ID is supposed to be like so very difficult to duplicate because of the technology that they have now. I mean, it's more bullshit.
It's all bullshit. 25 years from now, we're gonna see the real ID, nanotechnology, the shots. We're gonna see what all this was for. We're gonna be watching the documentary. I'm like, oh shit. Didn't you take that shot, see? You know, like, no, for real. I'm gonna be able to look at this shit and be like,
yep.
I refuse this shit, but you took that shit. They're about to transport y'all motherfuckers. Y'all going to Mars to work. But
nah, it won't even. They like the fire alarm that was going off in the hotel the other day. As soon as you gonna hear that signal, and motherfuckers is just gonna be like, they're gonna be walking everyday life. Right. Then they ain't gonna hear that signal. Motherfuckers just gonna be like,
yep, and just turn into the fucking other thing. Yeah,
that's it.
That's it. Press the button, yo. But for real, man, it's funny. We can laugh about it, but listen, man. There's so much stuff going on. My thing is, I always talk life ownership. Make sure you own your life, man. Make sure you own your life. Make sure your life is yours. Your life, owning your life, your time, managing your time, what you want to do, how you want to do it. That's the most important thing, man. You can't get caught up, like I said, politics. And it's important, just important enough to know what's going on. Just to know what's going on. That's it. Indulging in it and being caught, like I said in the beginning, with the chocolate all over your face and shit because you had too much. Don't get caught up like that. But yo, KC, what's up with the fuck up of the day?
You know how I feel about people who are all into their phones. Look, a phone is a necessity, especially nowadays. People are constantly on the go. You need that cell phone. But people just... they lose all common sense when they're using the camera on.
I agree, yo.
Now, it had to be about 10 or 15 people. They're filming an SUV on the street that's on fire. Every single one of these motherfuckers is standing about, I'd say 10 to 12 feet away from that shit, watching it burn. Everybody got their cameras out and shit. And then guess what happened? That shit explodes like some shit.
Right. Yeah.
What the fuck? You got your camera in your hand? You just lose all common sense now?
And then what happened? Did they get fucking blown? I hope they got blown away.
You saw people flying all over the street, cameras all over the place. Right. I'm like, what the fuck? You just lose all your common sense? Oh, I got my phone in my hand. Oh, I don't know anything about it. Common sense would say, yo, get the fuck away from the car.
Right, motherfuckers.
They standing there, ooh. Come on, man.
Yo, that's the problem, man. People got to the point where these phones matter more than people's lives.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers will record somebody getting raped.
Yeah.
And won't help.
Yeah, they record people who got hit by a car. The first thing they do, instead of calling 911, is take out and start taking pictures. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Call an ambulance. Call somebody.
Yo, listen, man. I think, like I said, there needs to, like, I agree with being on your phone, texting, driving. I can't stand people who text and drive because half of these motherfuckers cannot drive anyway. Yo, they can't fucking drive already, and then now you adding another device in your hand.
Yeah, dude.
You can't fuck with the wheel. Now you got this in your hand with the wheel. I'm scared driving with you.
When my son got his license, I told him, I was like, look, it's going to take you years to become a good driver. I said, all you did right now was do the minimum that allows you to get license. You could drive at 25 miles an hour and you could park. That's the bare minimum. You got to gain experience. All right. So
and that doesn't come overnight.
That's what I told him. I said, don't think you're just going to automatically get the keys. Don't think that, okay, you got your driver's license. Yeah, son, take the keys. No, dude. Right. It's a process. It's a process. I'm not going to let you be one of them kids out there. Oh, I just got my driver's license. I got the car. I'm out. Yeah. Right. Boom. No, you're going to learn. You're really going to learn how to drive. You're really going to learn how to drive.
Yo, for real. I'm with you on that.
And that's being a responsible parent, not giving a fucking 16-year-old kid who just got his license the keys to your fucking Land Rover and just be like, hey, have fun.
Fucking kid.
Congratulations on your license. Have fun. I'll see you later tonight. All right. Nah, not happening.
You know, I had an ex, man. She bought her daughter a brand new fucking car, yo. You know, it wasn't a lot. It was like $25,000, but it's a lot for a kid that's fucking 16. So I told her, I said, what you should have did was win and got her one of them $4,000 joints that, you know, that's running that she could fuck up already. So she's like, no, boom. But listen, man, first day she got the joint. First day she was out, yo. She told her, don't go pick up no friends. Go straight to school. What did the kid do? Go pick up friends.
Yep, you knew that was going to happen.
What happened at the intersection? She crashed that shit. Went up on the curb and everything. You know what her friend did? She left her at the fucking site.
Wow.
So listen, people, realize your kid don't need no motherfucking $50,000 car if they can't drive. Get them a little... Like I said, you want to put some money in there because maybe you're doing well and you got a freaking Lamborghini or something. You know, just start them off with something else. Like give them something 10,000. You want to do, you know, get them a 10,000, but don't go put them in a freaking Ferrari and then when they crash your car, you're upset at them. That's your fault.
That's right. That, like I said,
crash your car. I said, you can't be mad at her. She was upset. She was like, oh my God. I said, and I told her, I said, look, I said, you can't be mad at her. And she was like, what do you mean? I'm saying, you put
need
her
to be mad at yourself.
that she's not able to handle. She's not ready for a $25,000 fucking car. Mm-hmm. She's ready for a $3,000, $4,000 car, but she ain't ready for $25,000 yet. So what she did was, boom, it totaled out. It totaled the car. She was able to get a, you know, insurance pay it off and all that. And then what did we do? What I told her to do in the beginning. Get her a $4,000 car.
That's right. Yo, call me cheap or whatever, but I always told my son, I was like, look, your first car, I want you to know, it's going to be a hoopty.
Yo, my first
that hoopty, you're going to learn how to change the oil. If you need to replace a fan belt, you need to do any type of minor maintenance. You're going to learn all of that on that hoopty.
AutoZone.
That's it.
Spend time in AutoZone or Walmart section with the auto accessories. Get you some mats. Get you some shit to put in that motherfucker. Enjoy that vehicle. That's what I did, yo. My first car I bought myself was $300 fucking dollars, yo.
That's it.
$300, yo. I worked my way up from $300, I remember, to a $500 car to a $1,300 car. I remember going, but I was able to go through that freaking, the process to learn. I mean, I remember the $500 joint, right? The fucking hood would pop up sometime, right? Driving it. But I would dog that motherfucker out so much it would snow. I was doing donuts. I was enjoying that bitch. That's how I learned how to drive, was with them fucking hoopties,
Yeah.
And then when I got into fucking $50,000 cars and shit and Mustangs that had V8 engines and then I knew what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
I knew how to really drive the motherfucker, go around the corner and control that wheel and fucking keep it. You know what I mean? Like, you whip that motherfucker like serious. I've whipped cars and it be in the freaking snow or whatever. And I mean, I'm just doing a wheel like this and the moment is just tail whipping and gliding and I'm just driving. But it's confidence I'm doing. Yeah. It's not nervous. It's just like I'm letting it do it purposely. I done been with girls in the car and they're like, oh my God, what are you doing? I'm like, I got it. Don't worry. And I'm just chilling because you build yourself up to a place where you're confident driving. You can look at a confident driver and a motherfucker like this on the wheel that's nervous as shit. I'm not driving with them like.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Confident drivers, man, sit back. So people, do not get your kid no fucking. The limit is 5,000, man.
Cause I mean, I'm just getting sick and tired of this stuff, man, and it's depressing, and it's gotta stop, man, and it's about again, it's partially about parenting too, but anyway, these cats is in the room again, these little wannabe gangsters. And they on, I don't know, they might be on Zoom or whatever. But they talking to some other cats or what's that? They got not YouTube, what is it? Facebook Live or whatever? I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, they on there talking to some other friends, talking about, oh yeah, we only went over to this place because we heard that they had some Glocks over there and whatever. I guess they must have stole one. So now they sitting in the room profiling with the Glock and everything. And I mean, doing stupid shit, cuz, I mean, people, seriously, parents, look, I understand. Look, I was born and raised in the hood. Reef was born and raised in the hood. But shit was common sense. I knew that, if I find a gun on the street, I ain't touching that shit.
Right.
That's just straight common sense in the hood. But these cats got a gun. They waving it around, profiling, playing the little gangster shit. And his boy is stupid too. He getting in front of the guy. He getting in between the guy while he pointing the gun at the fucking screen, and he getting in between them. And what happened? The shit go off. Missed the kid's head by this much. The kid, he probably got a part in his hair right now.
Crazy.
And then again, doing the dumb shit, doing the bitch ass shit. So now, I guess he must have been home or at somebody's house. Now he give the guy who almost got shot the gun. Say it was you. Say it was you. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just say it was you. So now he done did some fucked up shit. And again, no responsibility. He don't want to take responsibility for it. They sitting there laughing. But I'm like, nigga, you just shot through probably the fucking wall. Who's in the next room? They ain't even thinking about that. They think this shit is funny. He going, shh, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I mean, come on, people. This shit has got to stop, man. It's got to stop. Parents, you got to, if you in the hood, parents, I'll say even go as far as you as a,
it ain't even the hood, cuz it ain't just the hood.
But as a parent, you got to raise your kids to know that, look, I want you to know that not abiding by the house rules, the rules of this house, is the worst thing that anybody on the street is ever going to do to you. That's the way they gotta have that mindset that if I disappoint mom or I disappoint dad, that ain't gonna be nothing compared to it ain't going. You can't compare it.
Right. It ain't gonna be nothing compared to whatever I do out here. I don't want to do it because it's gonna be worse when I get home. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I get into some shit outside. Yeah. So, kids, you know what? Like I said, kids, listen to
ain't gangster. Stop that shit, man.
Yeah, but parents gotta You gotta like come down and you like what I used to do is book bag checks. My kids come home, I'll check their book bag, yo. And I would just do it. Just go in the room and just check and be like, what's in your book bag? You don't know what your kid's into. You don't know who's passing your kid what. You got to check and see what's up in there, man. And I don't believe in that fucking privacy shit. You in my house, ain't no fucking privacy. I'm not white.
That's right. Now
I ain't fucking look white. What I look like? This is my room, Dad. No, this is my house, my room. I lend you this room.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I loan this room to you like I loan you a fucking my belt and you wear it. I want it back. I want this room back too.
Exactly.
Like, it ain't fucking your room. You talking about this is mine. Yeah, that's why I said we gotta listen. We gotta get to the point where it's not toxic to have authority or to be a parent. Like I'm surprised I didn't see a freaking meme or some type of quote that said or something that says toxic parenting.
I look at it like this. Do you want your kid to be on lockdown in your house or you want them to be locked down in the big house? That's the choices you got.
Right.
You rather have you be checking up on them and making sure they doing right, or you rather have one of them correction officers doing head counts at night, making sure he in his bunk? Which one do you want?
Well, you know what they're gonna say, but the thing is you gotta put the action in.
Yeah.
You know, put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
Yo, again, this was another episode of the R&U podcast, also known as the Real and Unapologetic podcast, with your boy Reef, also known as Unapologetic Reef, and your boy C, also known as Real C. And this was episode number 22. Number 22, right?
Number 22.
22. God damn, yo. 22 episodes behind us, yo. That's good, man.
Double deuce.
Number one thing, make sure you subscribe to the Real and Unapologetic channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Real and Unapologetic Apple Podcast. Make sure you like the videos in our archive, this video. Make sure you comment. If you don't like it, put a thumbs down, put a thumbs up. We don't care. We just want you to participate and just, you know what I mean? Join us in the conversation, discussion as we build and we grow. You know what I mean? Because we're going to 1,000 episodes. So again, like I said, I'm Unapologetic Reef.
I'm the Real C.
Yo, and we out.
R.I.P. to all the real niggas worldwide.